Good morning everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers are 24/7. So how are you all? Welcome to the channel. And as you know, this is Sunday, and on Sunday we are having a special session. As you can see, 50-minute 50 questions we are going to discuss today. So what is actually the schedule for JAIIB October 2023? So first of all, Monday to Friday we are having 50-day 50 classes for your JAIIB October 2023 batch. Apart from that, if I talk about Saturday, you will find the weekly sessions, the weekly revision sessions will be available. And on Sunday you will find this kind of session, that is the special session for each and every subject of yours. So if I talk about PPB, principles and practices of banking, again you can find here that we have total 55 units in the PPB. Out of that, if I talk about modules, we have 4 modules, A, B, C and D. And when it comes to the weightage to the modules, the module A and B covers more weightage comparison to the C and D. And apart from that weightage, you will find here the more syllabus will be in there in the module A and B of yours. So that's why accordingly we have to prepare for the preparation, so that we will be scoring more and more marks in the paper. So you can see module A plus B will be together, that will be holding 60% of your score in the paper. And apart from that, module C and D will cover your 40% of syllabus. So module A and B talks about your services related to the bank, the general banking operation, the lending operation, each and everything you have to cover in the module A and B. So maximum syllabus, only the module A covered 21 units out of 55. So you can understand syllabus wise as well as weightage wise, we have a more weightage of the module A and B comparison to C and D. So that's how you have to prepare again. So let's start the session. In the 50 minutes we are going to discuss 50 questions, but for that you have to answer what according to you is the right option. So the first question is talking about here about mandate. So which of the following are the features of mandate? You have to tell what are the features of mandate. First is talking about the customer informs the bank about the authority given to the third person. Okay, so first statement saying is that which of the following feature of mandate is there? The customer will inform the bank about the authority given to the third person about related to accounts. The signature of the mandate is verified by the customer in the mandate letter. What you have to do, the signature of the mandate that is verified, it have to be done by the customer in the mandate letter. The third one is saying the mandate is normally temporary for a short period. It will be for the short period of time. Then the fourth one is saying institutions need to issue a power of attorney and not a mandate. So what we are talking about here, like whatever institution we are talking about, the institution have to issue the power of attorney and not a mandate. A mandate ceases to be valid on death, insanity, insolvency, bankruptcy of the account holder. Like your mandate will be valid only in only condition when the account holder is not anymore available. Insanity or insolvency or bankruptcy case will be there with the account holder. The sixth statement is saying mandate can be withdrawal anytime by the account holder. So these are the certain 6 features have been given for the mandate, and you have to tell which of the following is actually correct. So do read the statements very carefully, and the options you have is 1 to 5, 1 to 4, 2 to 5, 1 to 6. Which of the following is correct? Okay, so if I talk about mandate, each and every statement of yours related to the features of mandate is correct. So the right answer will be D option. All 1 to 6 are the right features of the mandate. That's why right answer will be your D option. So do remember, this is how in the single question, with the 6th statement, you know what is actually mandate is. So that's why the statement based question is very important. When you are practicing question, do focus on the statement based question, because that give you the whole idea about the topic. So the right answer will be your D option. Right answer is D. All are the feature of mandate. Second question is talking about line is A and of the creditor to retain the possession. First, right, obligation, instrument or interest. So this is a type of security. If I talk about types of security, we have mortgage, or you can call it a collateral. We have pledge, we have hypothecation. So in all these type of collaterals or even the line, there is a conditions that is related to ownership and possession. Accordingly, the category will be defined here. If I am talking about mortgage, there will be the possession remains with the borrower usually, not always, but usually remains with the borrower, because mortgage means immovable property. Pledge and hypothecation are movable and the possession will differ. In the pledge, possession will remains with the bank, it means the lender, and in hypothecation, possession will remains with whom? It will remains with the borrower only. And in the line, if I talk about, it is what? It is the right of the creditor to have the possession on the collateral. So creditor means the bank. So the bank have the right to retain the possession on the collateral until and unless full payment has been done by the customer. So the right answer here will be, it's what? It's a right of the creditor. Creditor means your bank. So right answer is A. Okay, next we have third question. Power of attorney is a stamped document and is executed in the presence of dash. So there are two types of power of attorney, and here the question is asking that power of attorney is a stamped document. It is what? It's a stamped document and it is executed in the presence of what? A notary public, a magistrate of a court, a government official authorized, any of the above. So who is going to stamp that particular document? A, B, C or D? So we are talking about power of attorney. There are two types of power of attorney and any one of the above can be there in the presence of what the time you are stamped the document. So a notary public, magistrate of a court, your government official authorized or any of the above. So right answer will be D option. Any of the above will be allowed to presence to stamp the document. Now, banker's line is a dash. When we talk about a banker's line, what is it? It's a bailment of goods, implied pledge, agreement or an stoppage. So as we have discussed line right now in the second or third question, we said this is the right of a bank. This is the right of a bank, or I can say this is the right of the creditor to have a possession on the collateral until and unless customer returns your loan. It means it's what? It's implied pledge. Obviously, you do not have to say about it. You do not have to remind the bank that this is your right. This is an implied pledge that this possession will remain with the bank until and unless customer returns the loan. So right answer will be your B option. So banker's line is simply an implied pledge. Okay, next question. Particular line gives the creditor right to retain a dash in case the expenses incurred are not paid. So next question is talking about that the particular line, it gives the creditor right to retain the dash in case of expenses incurred are not paid. Retain what? All goods, ordered goods, some goods, securities, specific goods or securities. So particular line gives the creditor, the banker, the right to retain what? All the goods, ordered goods, some goods, securities or specific goods or securities in case of expenses that is incurred are not paid. So right answer will be your specific, not all. How you can retain the possession on all goods? So it will be allowed only in your specific goods and securities. Okay, right answer is D option, that is a specific goods and security. Next, right to appropriate the debit balance in one account with credit balance in another account of the same customer by bank is called dash. So what we are talking about here, the right to appropriate the debit balance in one account with the credit balance in another account. So customer have account A or account B, let's say for example, one is having a debit balance, one is having a credit balance, and you are doing what? You are making the right of appropriate function with the debit balance in one account with the credit balance in another of the same customer by bank is called what? It's a garnish order, it's a lien, it's a set off, or it's a rating. So it can't be a garnish order because garnish order will be given by the authority. It comes from the court. Lien is a type of security. It cannot be there. Rating is not. The right answer will be set off. When bank is using the right to appropriate that the debit balance in the one account and the credit balance in the another account, in that situation, that is known as right of set off. Okay, so right answer will be set off. That is the C option. Bank is doing what? Bank is doing the set off. Okay, now, which of the following option is incorrect? You have to answer the incorrect statement here. First, account of a sole proprietor of a trading firm and his individual account can be combined. The both account can be combined. Second is saying set off can be applied only to those debts which are due and recoverable on the date of exercising the set off. Only on those debts we are able to use the set off. Third, a deceased credit account and the customer's debit account can be combined. Is it possible that a deceased person's credit account and your customer's debit account will be combined, included together? Set off cannot be applied in respect of debts that are contingent and not yet due. So you can't apply the set off in the certain situation where the debt is not happened yet, but it is contingent or it can happen in the future. So which of the following option is incorrect? So this is true that the account of a sole proprietor and his individual account can be combined. This is true. Set off can also be applied only to those accounts which are due and recoverable, obviously. Then you cannot apply the set off in such situation which not happened, the debt which not still happened. So how you can apply the set off? But the third option that says the deceased credit account and a customer's debit account can be combined. No, it cannot be combined. So right answer will be C. C statement is your incorrect statement. C statement is what your? It is incorrect statement. Okay, now mandate is a dash. Now what's a mandate? It's a stamped agreement, it's an unstamped agreement, it's a memorandum of understanding, or it's a letter of authority. Which of the following is correct? What actually is mandate? So mandate is simply unstamped agreement. What is mandate? Mandate is an unstamped agreement that is used by the customers. Okay, so B option will be correct. Now, ninth question is talking about in case of bank's usual business, a banker receives payment from his customer if the customer has more than one account or has taken more than one loan from the banker. In the case customer has deposited amount in the bank without giving any specific direction to the bank, can exercise which of the following right? So what we are talking about, like the customer have more than one account, customer have taken more than one loan also, and I went to the bank and I have a more than one deposit account, I have a more than one loan account, and I went to the bank, I have given certain money to the bank, and I haven't given any kind of order to the bank in which particular account this deposit should go. In that situation, bank will exercise which of the following right? Because you haven't informed the bank where it should go. So what will bank do? Where the bank will use it? Bank will use the right of set off, bank will use the right of lien, bank will use the right of appropriation or particular line. So right answer will be right of appropriation. According to the bank, bank will use the right of appropriation and use that deposit in the particular account, which banks thinks it is more mandatory comparative to others. Okay, and it will be informed to the customer after that this amount of money have been managed here. Okay, so right answer will be right of appropriation. But this can only be done when the customer have given you the money and the customer has more than one deposit account or more than one loan account, but the customer have not given you any instruction like where to use it, where to deposit it, for which particular loan account the installment is paid by the customer. He haven't given any kind of these kind of instruction, then only right of appropriation can be used. Okay, so right answer will be C option. Next question, the person to whom power of attorney is given is called a dash, and who gives it is called dash. Debtor, creditor, beller, belly, pawner, pawnee, and next we have donee, donor. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? The person to whom a power of attorney is given called dash, and the person who gives it, it called dash. So the person who gives it, it's a donor now. If you have given the money, if you have given the power of attorney, you are a donor. And the person who is taking the power of attorney, who is donee. So right answer will be D option. The right answer was D option. The person who is giving power of attorney is the donor, and to the person whom it has given is the donee. So right answer will be D. Okay, now the power of attorney executed by a person abroad on which action it is to be taken in India is required to be stamped according to: first, rates fixed by central government, rates fixed by state government, no stamp duty is payable. Stamp duty if paid outside India would not be paid again. So which of the following is correct? So power of attorney executed by a person, है ना, abroad on which it is to be taken in India, है ना, on which action is to be taken in India, it is required to be stamped according to what? Fixed by the rate fixed by central government, the rate fixed by state government, no stamp duty is payable, or the stamp duty if paid outside India would not be paid again. So right answer is actually, it will depend on a particular state. So the rates fixed by state government have to be paid. Okay, so this kind of power of attorney will be stamped according to the rates fixed by the state government in our country. Okay, now a power of attorney can be dash. A power of attorney can be the general power of attorney only, a special power of attorney only, general or special power of attorney, any of the above. So I have told you simply power of attorney is of two types. It can be general or special. So right answer will be C. Power of attorney can be general power of attorney or a special power of attorney. So the right answer will be your C option. Okay, now in a joint account, mandate can be cancelled by what? All the account holder, any one of the account holder, majority of account holder, and none of the above. So in a joint account, you want to cancel your mandate. So how many or for which purpose, which persons, or for how many persons permission is required? Is it required to be taken by all the members, or any account holder, or majority of account holders, or none of the above? So if you want to cancel the mandate, any one of your joint account holder can give the order to the bank. It will be cancelled. So it's not required to cancel the mandate. Each and every account holder in your joint account have to give the order. No, any one of your joint account holder have given that this have to be cancelled, it will be cancelled by the bank. So right answer will be your B. Okay, next. Under lien, the lien holders other than a bank right is first to sell the security by giving notice, second to retain the security till the loan is repaid in full, third the ownership of the security is transferred to the bank, both the ownership and possession remains with the bank, and none of the above. And we are talking about the condition under lien. The lien holders right is which of the following? The lien holders is right. It's not like to sell the security by giving notice. You can't sell until and unless the loan have been not settled. You cannot decide this. Both the ownership and possession remains with the bank. No. The ownership of the security is transferred to the bank. To retain the security till the loan is repaid in full. Yes. The bank will retain the security until and unless customer pay the full amount of loan. Okay, till then only the bank will have right on your collateral, otherwise no. So right answer will be B, to retain the security till the loan is repaid in the full. Okay, so right option is B. B is correct. Next, in case the charge negative line has been created on the assets of a limited company, then In case the charge negative line has been created on the assets of a limited company, then first, registration of charge necessary under section 130 of Companies Act. Second, registration under section 125 of Companies Act necessary. Third, registration not required. Fourth, to secure loan properly it is essential. And fifth, none of the above. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? So in case the charge negative line has been created on the asset of your limited company, then what have to be done? In that situation, you do not have to register. The registration is not required in this case, so the right answer will be C option. The right answer is C. Okay, next question. The bank received garnish order. So now this is a kind of a case study. So bank received a garnish order on savings bank account of Mr. Ram at 10:50 a.m. who deposit rupees 5,000 at 12:10 p.m. after service of the order. Okay, this is the case they have given you. Like bank received the garnish order on the savings bank account of Mr. Ram at the time 10:50 a.m. and Mr. Ram deposited 5,000 at the 12:10 p.m. after service of the order. So the order would apply to this amount also. The bank will refuse to accept the deposit. The order will not apply to this account. The order will apply if court is informed about this. The order will apply if court is... this is the repeated option. Let me cancel this. Now let me know which of the following is correct. So what have to be done? So if you have like the garnish order received at the 10:50 a.m., you have deposited money at 12:10 p.m. So it will not be applicable. This 5,000 rupee will not be added in your garnish order. So simply the order will not apply to this account, right? The order will not apply to this particular account. That's the D option. The order will apply. That's the C option. The order will not apply to this account. The right answer will be your C option. Next. ABC Bank branch wants to exercise its lien on a security available for some other loan. So, but you are not very sure whether the limitation is available or not. So, the period of limitations for exercising banker's lien is. So, ABC Bank is there. And the bank wants to exercise this lien on a security that is available for some other loan. That is available for what? Some other loan, but you are not very sure like whether limitations is available or not there. So the period of limitation for exercising bank lien is what? 2 years, 3 years, 1 year, no limit, or 12 years. So there is no such kinds of limit is there. So right answer will be D. The right answer will be your D. No such kind of limit will be there available in the account. Now, the right of set-off is exercisable where the relationship is dash. Bailor, belly, landlord, tenant, debtor, creditor, and creditor, debtor, principal and agent, any one of the above. In which of the following case you are allowed to exercise right of set-off? Because the right of set-off will be done from one debit account to another credit account, this kind of things happens. That's why the right answer will be debtor-creditor or creditor-debtor relationship. So in the debtor-creditor and creditor-debtor relationship, you can apply the right of set-off function of, or we can say the function of a bank. Okay, so right answer was C. Next, we have a sum of rupees 20,000 is lying in the account of a deceased customer and an attachment order has been received. Like the person whose account it was, he is no more, but you got the attachment order, then what? The attachment will not be applicable. Attachment order will apply after legal high risk consent. Attachment order will be applicable. Attachment order will be returned or A and D. So you have a 20,000 rupees in the account of a deceased customer. An attachment order has been received. In that situation, it will be applicable. Attachment order will be applicable if you received it no matter what. So right answer will be C option. Okay. Next. In case of cash credit account, the first credit will be adjusted against which of the following? So in case of your cash credit account, the first credit will be adjusted against which of the following? It will meet the outstanding balance, it will reduce the outstanding balance, it will reduce the sanction limit, it will be set off against the first debit. So what do you think which of the following is correct? Like in case of your cash credit account, we are talking about the first credit will be adjusted against which of the following? Simply it will be set off against your first debit. So right answer will be D option. It will be set off against your first debit. So right answer will be D. Okay. Now, as per FEMA 1999, foreign exchange means foreign currency and include all deposit, credits and balance payable in foreign currency, any draft, traveler check, letter of credit, bill of exchange payable in foreign currency. So which of the following is correct out of the above? So when we're talking about FEMA is the Foreign Exchange Management Act. So FEMA foreign exchange means foreign currency and include these. Which of the following is correct? So FEMA was earlier used to be FARA. So in the 1947, Government of India has introduced Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, which used to put a lot of restrictions or regulations on the foreign currency. Then it was what we can say, it was renewed or it was amended in the year 1973, that's FARA. And after the LPG policy, this FARA was replaced by Foreign Exchange Management Act 1999 and it became applicable in the country since 2000 year. Okay, so FEMA replaced the FARA just because FARA used to have a lot of restrictions, rules, regulation. And FEMA says that we are only going to manage the foreign exchange, no restrictions are there. So that will be that was the reason we have done that. Okay, so FEMA foreign exchange means what? All deposits, credit and balance payable in foreign currency. So right answer will be your second and third. Not all deposits will be covered. One second. Not all deposits will be covered because you have to define now it is available in the foreign currency. So that's why the second and third will be only correct. Okay, next question. The foreign exchange market is a 24/7-hour market, an over-the-counter market, a global market, highly liquid market, a market with a high fluctuation. Which of the following combination is the above context is correct? So the foreign exchange market means what? It is available for 24/7. It is an over-the-counter market. It's a global market. It is highly liquid. Highly liquid means that is easily converted into cash. And it has high fluctuations also. So all are correct. That is all correct. All are correct regarding your foreign exchange market. Forex market you can call it. So right answer will be D. Okay, now. The price or ratio or value at which one currency is exchanged for another currency is called what? The price or ratio or value at which one currency is exchanged for another currency is called what? The contract of foreign currency, the price of foreign currency, exchange rate, any of the above. So you are exchanging now from one currency to another. That's very simple. That's exchange rate. Foreign exchange means exchange of currency. The rate at which you exchange it, that's exchange rate. And the exchange rate are of two types. That is NER and RER. Nominal effective exchange rate and real effective exchange rate. These are the two types of exchange rates we have. And exchange rate simply means the rate at which you exchange the currencies. So right answer is C. Now, foreign exchange market comprises individuals, business entities, banks, investors, user, arbitrators, and in which respect of the above is called. So foreign exchange market comprises of what? Individuals, businesses, entities, banks, investor, users, arbitrators. It means all now, all are the individuals or any person is allowed to participate in the foreign exchange market. So everyone will be under the foreign exchange market. So right answer is 1 to 5. Okay, right answer is D. Next. The date of delivery of funds on the date on which the exchange of currencies actually take place is referred as dash. Delivery date, contract rate, value date, expiry date. So what do you think which of the following is correct? One second. So the date of delivery of funds on the date on which the exchange of currencies actually take place is referred as which of the following? Is it a delivery date, a contract date, a value date, and expiry date? So it will be obvious when you contract that the date of delivery of funds on the date of which you have exchange of your currency. That's your what? That's your contract rate. Okay. Next, When rates of foreign currencies are determined for the domestic currency by the demand and supply position, the rates are called. So on the basis of market forces, you have defined the rate of foreign currency. That is a direct rate, a fixed rate, indirect rate, or floating rate. So on the basis of the market forces means demand and supply. So on the basis of the market forces, you are deciding the exchange rate. That's a floating rate, because it will keep changing, because the demand and supply will keep changing in the market. When the demand and supplies keep changing, it means very obvious your value of exchange rate will also change. So right answer here will be floating rate. Okay, now the migrant Nepalese working in India who make remittance to their families a ceiling of INR. That is 50,000 is fixed per remittance, 1 lakh is fixed per remittance, 2 lakh is fixed, 5 lakh is fixed. So what do you think the migrant Nepalese who are working in our country, who make remittances to their family, what is the ceiling limit there? 50, 1 lakh, 2 lakh or 5 lakh? So actually it is 2 lakh is fixed for the per remittance allowed to the migrant Nepalese. So right answer will be your C option. Okay, right is your C. So next question we have here, LRS is not applicable on which of the following? Scheme is not applicable for remittance to Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Mauritius or other countries identified by FATF, Financial Action Task Force. The scheme is not meant for remittance by corporate, the purchase of the lottery ticket, prohibited magazines, etc. Individual or entities identified by RBI as posing significant risk terrorism. So what do you think? Liberalized remittance scheme is not applicable on. The liberalized remittance scheme is not applicable on which of the following? So first of all, liberalized remittance scheme is there in which it has said that 2.5 lakh dollars in a financial year can be remitted from India to abroad. That's an outward remittance. Outward remittance means from India to abroad you are transferring this money. That is 2.5 lakh dollars in a financial year without any condition. You are allowed to do that. That's a liberalized remittance scheme. Okay, and the statement related to which we are talking about, the LRS scheme, liberalized remittance scheme, all the statement, which of the following is not applicable? So LRS is only allowed to the individual resident, including your minors also. Individual resident including your minor will also cover here. So which of the following is correct? So it's very obvious the scheme which is not applicable for remittance to the Nepal, this is true, they are not applicable. It is not applicable on the corporate. To purchase the lottery ticket or prohibited magazine, it is not applicable there also. Then we have individual or entities which are identified by RBI who are posing at the high risk of terrorism. They are not also applicable. So the scheme is not applicable in any of these. So right answer will be D option. Okay, none of them will be allowed. Now, an Indian can retain foreign exchange up to dash in form of foreign currency notes or traveler's check for the future use. So what amount of foreign currency we can maintain with us in form of currency notes or the traveler's check? $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 or the $5,000. So it is allowed to retain $2,000 with you or the traveler's check to retain the foreign exchange if you want to. So right answer is B, that is $2,000. Now next we have an Indian can retain foreign exchange up to rupees $2,000 in form of a foreign currency notes or a traveler's check. Any foreign exchange in cash and excesses of this sum is required to be surrendered to a bank within what amount? Within what days? So you can have the $2,000 with you as a for currency notes, or you can have it as a traveler's check. But apart from this, if you have more than that, you have to surrender that within 60 days, 90 days, 182 days or 364 days, say 360 days. So right answer is 90 days. Within 90 days, you have to refund that money to the person, to the bank. So right answer will be B, that is 90 days. Now, what is the residential status of a student from India having gone abroad for student purpose? A person of Indian origin, a non-resident Indian, a resident Indian, a foreign national, none of the above. So if you went from India to abroad to study, then what will be your status? Simply you are NRI, non-resident Indian. You are what? You are NRI. So right answer will be your B. So any person who is living from outside the India for 182 days or more than 182 days, that person will be known as NRI. So right answer is NRI. Now, who among the following can open an NRO account? Non-resident ordinary account. It can be opened by NRI, PIO, person, any person, entity, resident outside, a foreign national only, none of the above. So non-resident ordinary account it can be opened in form of CASA RAFA. The money earned from India can be maintained here only. Okay, only the money that is earned from India can be maintained. Okay, and it will be opened by any person or entity resident outside India. It means NRI, PIO, OCI, everyone can open this. So right answer will be C option. Okay, it will be in the form of Indian currency, but the money will be maintained. That should be income from India only. And the CASA RAFA, all the 4 types of account can be opened. Now, a resident Indian proceeds to Nepal for taking up employment. His savings ABC bank in India will be designated as FCNR account, a non-resident external account, and non-resident ordinary account, or a resident account. What type of account it will be? You are going there to work. You are a resident of our country now. So that will be a resident account. That will be a resident account. It means D option will be correct. Next question. In which of the following currencies an FCNR-B can be allowed to be opened? US dollar, euro, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, pound, Japanese yen, and euro, and any of the above. So FCNR account is the foreign currency non-resident account. This is the account which can be opened by NRI or PIO. That account will be in the FD in foreign currency only. Okay, and the interest which we pay on the FD on Indian currency, that have to be less than in the FCNR-B account. And it can be open in any currency. FCNR-B account can be open in any currency, but maximum banks open to the currencies which are more demandable in the market. But it can be open for any currency. A foreign national visiting India for 2-3 months wants to open NRO account during his visit. So is it allowed? Account can be opened, account cannot be opened, account can be opened with RBI permission only. Account can be opened for foreign currency transaction. So if a foreign national visiting India for 2 to 3 months and he wants to open an NRO account during his visit, can he do that? Yes, he can. So account can be opened for that particular foreign national. Okay, right answer is A. Now, next question. Mr. Ravi, a resident of Mumbai, had shifted to Canada as an immigrant and ultimately married a Canadian girl, Jenny. What is the residential status of Jenny? What will be the resident status? An Indian resident, a foreigner, an alien friend, a non-resident Indian, a person of Indian origin. So it's very obvious now. If we talk about that your wife is from the other country, you are a Indian citizen, so she will be known as a person of Indian origin. And similarly, the child of them will also be treated as a person of Indian origin. Okay, so right answer will be your E option. Now we have an Indian person is working abroad with the foreign government or government agency of WTO. He shall be deemed to be resident, foreign national, person of Indian origin, non-resident Indian. So a person is working abroad with the foreign government or the government agencies of WTO. So what kind of a status will be there for the person? It's very obvious. If you are working abroad for more than 180 days, that will be covered as a non-resident Indian. If you went there, you are working with the government, you will be a non-resident Indian. Okay. Now, exchange fluctuation risk in case of NRE account remains with whom? With RBI, with bank, with whom account is open, account holder, all of the above. So exchange fluctuation rate. So NRE account is a non-resident external account. It can be opened for NRI and PIU, etc. It will also be open in the Indian currency, but the money will be deposited. That is the earning from abroad. So income from abroad can be maintained under NRE account in form of CASA RAFA in the Indian currency deposits. Okay, and the right answer will be the fluctuations in the exchange rate have to be bear by the account holder. Now, if there is an exchange rate fluctuation, that have to bear by the account holder only. Now, a special non-resident rupee account can be opened by whom? So, SNRR account can be opened by which of the following? Any non-resident person, any non-resident Indian, any resident outside India having business interest in India, any Indian resident having business outside India. So, right answer is any resident outside the India having a business interest in India. Okay, so those who have business interest in India, they are residing outside, they can open this account. So right answer is C. Now, how can resident foreign currency account be opened? How can resident foreign currency account be opened? With foreign exchange acquired, with Indian rupee, with the permission of RBI only, with the foreign loan proceeds, none of the above. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? So how can resident foreign currency account be opened? Obviously, with the foreign exchange acquired, like we have a EEFC account, exchange earner foreign currency account. It can be opened by only those resident of our country who deal in the foreign currency. If you earn foreign currency and you want to maintain that foreign currency, you can open the FCNR account. A resident foreign currency account. Okay, so right answer will be your with the foreign exchange acquired. So in the EEFC account, you can maintain any kind of foreign currency in the account. But you have to be the earner of foreign exchange reserves, the earner of foreign exchange, I can say. Now, under FCRA, registration is initially valid for dash and it can be renewed subsequently if they compile with all norms in 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, 8 years. Which of the following is correct? It will be done in 5 years. It is valid for 5 years. Okay, so Foreign Currency Regulation Act registration is initially valid for 5 years and it can be renewed subsequently if they compile with all the norms. Okay, it will be renewed, but it is initially for 5 years only. Now, RFC accounts can be opened with whom? So, if you want to open a resident foreign currency account, you can open that account with whom? With Indian Banking Regulatory Authority, with an authorized dealer in India, with a bank overseas, with enforcement directorate, for none of the above. So with whom you can open the resident foreign currency account. So it's very obvious, to open a resident foreign currency account, you have to have a bank which actually deals in the foreign currency. And which banks deals in the foreign currency? The authorized dealer in India will deals with the foreign currency. So the banks whom RBI allowed to deal in the foreign currency, they are known as what? They are known as authorized dealers. So right answer will be your B. Okay, next. Which of the following credits are permitted in DDA account? So what do you think out of these? Which of the following credits are permitted? Account of pre-shipment and post-shipment finance availed in US dollar. Second, realization of export proceeds from shipment of rough cut polished diamonds and diamond studded jewelry. Realization in US dollar from local sale of rough cut and polished diamonds. Which of the following is correct? So which of the following credits are permitted in the DDA account? So we are talking about here DDA account. So the right answer is all the amount of pre-shipment, post-shipment finance availed in US dollar, the realization of export proceed from shipment of rough cut polished diamonds and diamond studded jewelry, realization in US dollar from local sale of rough cut and polished diamond. It means all are, the right answer will be D. Okay, so all are the credit which are permitted to be in the DDA accounts. Okay, demand deposit accounts. Next we have, when can our RFC account be open? If you want to open a resident foreign currency account, when it can be open? When a resident becomes non-resident, when a resident becomes a person of Indian origin, when a non-resident becomes resident, when a person goes abroad for indefinite period of time, and none of the above. So when a person can open the resident foreign currency account? It's very obvious, when your non-resident becomes your resident, then the person can open your RFC account. So right answer will be your C option. Okay. Next question. An exporter's firm company shall be permitted to open and maintain not more than which of the following amount? 1 DDA account, 2 DDA account, 5 DDA account, or 6 DDA account. So an export firm company shall permitted to open and maintain not more than dash accounts. So which of the following is correct? Okay, so right answer is 5 diamond dollar accounts can be opened by exporter firm or a company. So if an exporter firm or company, they are permitted to open and maintain the DDA account, they are allowed to maintain the 5 DDA account. That is diamond dollar account will be opened. A number of accounts will be 5. Okay, next. What is the restriction on utilization of RFC balance outside India? So that is rupee foreign currency account. Sorry, resident foreign currency account. So in this particular question, we are asking what is the restriction on utilization of your resident foreign currency balance outside India. It cannot be utilized for import of books. It cannot be utilized for meeting travel expenses. It can only 50% of the balance can be spent in financial year. No restrictions on utilization of amount outside India. None of the above. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? The restrictions on utilization of your resident foreign currency balance. A, B, C, D or E. So actually there is no such kind of restrictions on utilization of amount outside the India. So right answer will be D. You can utilize the account as per your requirement. There is no restrictions here. So right answer will be your D option. Okay, next. DDA account shall be opened in the name of the exporter and maintained in. First, US dollar only, euro only, yen only, and apart from that, all permitted currencies will be maintained. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? You are having a diamond dollar account that shall be maintained in the name of the exporter and maintained in which currency? It's obvious now, it's a diamond dollar account. It will be maintained in the US dollar only. So right answer is your A option, US dollar only will be maintained. Next question is talking about the resident joint account holder of your resident foreign currency account cannot operate the account during the lifetime of the resident account holder, can operate the account freely, can operate the account for repatriation only, and can operate the account for local payments only. None of the above. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? So the resident joint account holder of resident foreign currency account, they cannot operate the account during the lifetime of the resident account holder. They cannot do what? They cannot operate the account during the lifetime of the resident account holder. Okay, who cannot maintain, who cannot operate? The joint account holder. So until and unless the individual person is alive, till then you cannot operate. The joint account holders cannot operate. Next, a resident individual may open and which of the following account to retain in a bank in India the foreign exchange acquired by him or her? RFC account, RFCD account, FCNR account, SNRR account. So a resident individual may open an account, which of the following account, to retain in a bank in India the foreign exchange acquired by him. So simply a resident individual can open your resident foreign currency deposit account. So right answer will be your B. The right answer is your B option. The batches and Mahapack will be in front of you. If you want to go with the batch, you can go with the batch, or either you can go with the Mahapack also. So click any whatever product you want to enroll. The process is same. I will let you know one process. So let's say you want to enroll in the Mahapack. So before enrolling, first of all, whatever product you want to enroll, do check the offerings of the product. You will get live classes, conceptual classes, test series will be in the two form, topic wise as well as full length mock tests. Ebooks will be available, videos will be available, mini marathon, Maha marathons. All these are the part of your Mahapack. Okay. And the validity that you want, that you are comfortable with, 3 types of validities available. Because right now double validity is going on. So 6 plus 6, 12 plus 12 and 3 months validity will be there. So these are the 3 validity. As per the validity you choose here, the prices will differ there. Okay. The prices are going to differ as per the validity you choose here. Clear? For 3 months, for 12 plus 12 months, for 6 plus 6 months. So however, whatever validity you want to enroll, just click on the buy now option and then you have to apply the code MOON80. Just apply the code. While you applied the code, you will find that there is a 80% discount going on, plus 1% additional discount will be available if you purchase from the application. So this is the price where you get 1% more discount if you purchase from the application. So this is one of the benefit of application. Apart from that, on the application you will find the quizzes and a doubt session, etc. Now, how to, if you find any kind of problem at the time of enrollment, this is the number given to all of you. You can call on this number and contact and ask your query here. Now, apart from that, the same process will be used to enroll in any particular batch or any particular Mahapack. Clear? Now, let's end the session here. But before ending the session, I will let you know what happens on Saturday, Sunday. So first of all, Monday to Friday, your regular session, 50 days, 50 classes are going on for all the subjects. For PPB at 7 a.m, for IE, IFS at 7:30 a.m, you can join the sessions live. And on Saturday, we will be having a weekly revision session. And on Sunday, we are having a special session in which master class, 50-minute, 50 questions or certain rapid fire questions we are coming up with, so that you will get maximum content in a 1 hour. So this is the schedule of YouTube for all of you. So if you want to attend all these classes, if you want to check all these classes, simply go to the Office SNRR YouTube channel. You can go to the playlist. You will find each and every recorded video available for you till now. Okay, so this is how you can check. And to get further classes, you have to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you, all of you, from the channel. Okay, so we will be ending the session here. Thank you all for joining the session. Last but not the least, do not forget to share the session and subscribe the channel. Also, do let me know in the comment section what is your score. So thank you all. Have a